whatever. Let's put aside the fact that, you know, they pre-ordered the whole thing in tiers. What I'm mostly worried about is going to be the first couple of days. I did get 2 little handbags. I don't regret it yet. Hello everyone. I thought we can have a little sit down chatty sort of vlog. I do have a couple of things. Also, can we talk really quick about this cute little mug? It was actually a birthday gift from a friend and I thought it was so thoughtful because coffee and a little handbag mug couldn't be any more me. So just prepped myself a little small coffee because I already had my morning coffee today. But guys, I think it's like 40 degrees here in Miami today, but even inside the home it just feels so kind of like chilly, and I just wanted to prep myself a warm little coffee and then just sit down here, kind of chat with you guys. I have a few things that I just want to share with you. I'm kind of gonna make it into a little bit of a vlog because we also have a date, my husband and I, tomorrow coming up. He actually surprised me. So there's this event that they do here. I don't know if it's a Miami thing or I think all over the States, but basically it's like they choose a specific artist and then they kind of do like a concert, but it's only featuring instruments. So it's not singing, it's just songs from the artist and then they'll use instruments to kind of like recreate them. But they're doing Ed Sheeran, which is one of our favorite artists. We love all of his songs. So I'm super excited to be doing that with my husband, Rudy. And then we're going to a new Italian place that we haven't checked out before. So it's gonna be an exciting Thursday because it is a Thursday night. We tend to not go out during the week just because we are oldies like that. But that was the only day that was available, so I'm super excited anyways. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first off, I won't have a Mexico vlog for you guys. I was thinking about vlogging the Mexico trip because I always like to, especially for our personal memories and just to kind of like look back. I know you guys enjoy them as well. I honestly have a great time vlogging and I love kind of doing like the outfits of the day and all that fun stuff. But you guys, I got sick the day we left for Mexico, and honestly, I just wasn't in the mood at all to like be picking up the camera and talking and all of that. And I also really just wanted to enjoy the time with obviously Rudy as well. I know that vlogging can seem so casual and so chill, but it does take away time from kind of being in the moment in our vacation. And vlogging is not my full-time job. Like I've already talked about this with you guys in previous videos, but YouTube is kind of just like a little side thing that I have. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna vlog. I know you guys won't be mad at me. I did post a lot of stories over on Instagram once we got back, but we had such a wonderful time. The temperature was absolutely incredible. It was just perfect to like have a nice little thin long sleeve and a jacket, which is personally what we like when we travel, because since we do a lot of walking, we don't like to travel mid like summer. Like my birthday is in the summer and I always just end up going to like an all-inclusive beach resort or a beach resort because we hate traveling when there's like walking to be done and it's warm. But Mexico was absolutely fantastic because technically during like the end of December, beginning of January, you're getting snow in a lot of places. Not the case here. It was very enjoyable. As I said, we tried out a ton of new restaurants. It was our second time. So what we basically did was literally build an itinerary around restaurants that we wanted to try. We did both low-end restaurants, like the dinner was literally $20, but was so much fun. It was a local little kind of taco shop that is actually a mechanic shop during the day, and then at night it turns into a huge, busy, like super fun taco shop. We had already been there, so we knew we wanted to go back. And then we also did higher end restaurants and just kind of had foods that we wanted to try or restaurants that we wanted to go to. We went to Ling Ling, which is at the Ritz. Highly recommended. It also came recommended from some of you when I asked over on Instagram. The service in all of the restaurants was absolutely impeccable. I mean, Mexican people are honestly some of my favorite people. I just love how friendly they are, how willing they are to help, and at the same time they're so polite, they're so well mannered. So I really enjoyed our trip to Mexico City. We really enjoy Mexico overall. Rudy and I talk about it all the time, and we're like, maybe we'll retire there at some point. But yeah, it was just a really nice trip. We had a great time also for New Year's Eve. What we ended up doing was making a reservation at a restaurant at the Ritz-Carlton. They were having like a whole New Year's Eve kind of like set menu, and then they gave you kind of like Happy New Year's hats. And they did a fireworks show at the end of the night, so like at midnight. And then the restaurant kind of had like a viewing point where you can walk out and see all of the fireworks. So it was just the perfect way to spend New Year's Eve. So on the Mexico note, I actually wanted to share with you guys 2 little pieces that I did pick up. I did get 2 little handbags, and guys, these are the cutest little things ever. So the first one is this little sort of mini bag. We were walking around through, I forgot what the name of the street is, but I'll pop it up on the screen. And then they had a ton of markets. I guess it was also due to like the holiday season. And I bumped into these cute little bags, and I was like, oh my God, I need to get one. Like, this is like the perfect little memory from Mexico. I just thought it would be fun, especially since we plan on going on a little beach vacation for my birthday this year. And then next up, the last day, we actually were doing the line at Panaderia Rosetta, which, guys, there was this guava roll that we tried the first time around when we were there, and honestly, we kind of built this whole Mexico trip in regards to making sure that we went back there every single day that we were there. So we had a blast trying the guava rolls from different bakeries, but from this one in particular definitely is the best. Like, the hype is really real. So we went back there, and then as we were making the line to get the guava rolls, there was this gentleman also selling like a few little knickknacks. Look at this cutie. I saw this one and I was like, oh my God, I need to get it. Rudy was like, do you really need another bag? I'm like, yes, I do. Thank you very much. So again, he had this one in like various colors and kind of prints, but you know me, very neutral, very simple. And I just thought that if I went with like this very kind of like simple raffia sort of look, I could just pair it with a lot more things. I love the little top handle option. It definitely like fits in the crook of your arm, or you can have just a cute little handheld moment. And unlike this little mini one, this one actually fits a good amount of things. So I think that's enough chit chat about Mexico. Really quick, I did my makeup this morning, you guys. I did a very minimal makeup, but on the topic of the foundation, I spoke with you guys, I think it was like the last vlog that I did, or the last video I did, that I picked up the Dior Forever foundation. And even in that video, I was sharing it with you guys, I was hesitating on the shade, but I had asked the lady was actually super nice, and she, you know, kind of like swatched it on me. But then I came to realize I was wearing foundation the day that I went to see her, and that foundation that I was wearing was already a little bit dark because I am extremely white at the moment. And even though I asked her and she swatched it, I was still wearing that darker color foundation. So you guys, the Dior foundation was the one that I took to Mexico, and the first day that I put it on, I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. It was such a warm olive undertone color. Thankfully, most of my things were like high neck. So I had like either long sleeves that were high neck, or I was wearing a scarf that I could cover my neck, because the difference in the shade was crazy. I mean, I asked Rudy, and obviously as the man that he is, he's like, it looks totally okay. Oh my gosh, I think I have a picture that I saw it, that I wasn't wearing a scarf actually, so that night I probably looked a hot mess, but I saw it and I was like, oh my God, the shade is so off. How did I not realize this? So I went back to Neiman Marcus, which is where I got it, literally the day that we got back from the trip. I had Googled and they said that you could technically return it if it's lightly used. And the gentleman that helped me, as I was literally bringing out the bottles to show him, he's like, I can't believe that this is the shade that they gave you. I was like, look, in defense to the person that helped me, which was extremely nice, I was wearing makeup that day, so I guess that's what kind of caused the confusion. The gentleman was super sweet. He's like, I cannot believe that you walked away with this shade. Like, it looks nothing like your skin color. I did end up going into the store without any makeup at all. I just had like a tinted tinted sunscreen moisturizer thing that I use, and I was like, look, this is like my color, you know, like I made sure to come with no makeup just so that you can color match me correctly. With all that being said, let's take a minute to talk about the Louis Vuitton and Takashi Murakami collaboration release. What a mess. So there's a few kind of points that I want to address. So I took some notes because we all know that we can get carried away here talking about stuff. Let's talk about, first of all, whatever, let's put aside the fact that, you know, they pre-ordered the whole thing in tiers, which honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, I feel like I totally understand it. Like, this was a, you know, semi-limited edition collaboration that's going to be re-released. It's going to be in celebration of the 20-year anniversary, so they wanted to make sure that the loyal customers, the big spenders, got first dibs. I get that. I can put that aside. I can move past that. What I don't get is even the ones that were able to pre-order within those time periods. I'm seeing a lot of videos and unboxings on Instagram and on YouTube, and people weren't even able to get like the limited edition packaging. That blows my mind. Guys, if you're gonna make such a big deal about something, do it right. I know that Lula from, I always get her handle confused, but I think it's Lula Lux West or something like that. I'll pop it up on the screen. She has an amazing YouTube channel, and she also has a Instagram page. She touched on the topic of just basically the whole collaboration release kind of thing being a mess. And again, I agree with her in some points, but my main thing was just kind of like the delivery of the products at the end of the day. If you're going to make such a big deal about something, you know, hey, there's only going to be pre-orders for this tier first, then this tier, then this tier. Like, I want luxury service to come along with that. I want the luxury package. That's kind of where I get into the topic of shopping at some luxury brands, unfortunately, has died out from being a luxury. Like, you know, you expect that experience and you expect that level of kind of service, and you don't get it, but then again, you're spending a lot of money because these pieces, I do feel that some of them were recently priced due to the fact that it is such a sought after collaboration and collection, but there are some that are definitely over the top, you know? So you're spending a lot of money on these pieces to then get sent the pieces in regular packaging, but then seeing other people get sent it with the cool, you know, collaboration packaging, that really got me upset. With that being said, I can proudly say that I was able to pre-order 2 pieces. So I just stopped in and I was talking to the manager, super, super sweet. And she was just like, it's been so chaotic, it's been so crazy. We've had customers harass our employees, which, you guys, come on, it's not that serious. I mean, I know that we want to get our hands on certain pieces, but there's no need to mistreat people. And Lula also mentioned that, you know, in some of her stories, like, these are working people too, you know, they try to be as understanding as possible, but they're just trying to do their jobs. There's no need ever to harass anyone for a materialistic, for anything in that matter, but let alone a materialistic piece, you know? So I was kind of talking to her, and she was telling me like some horror stories, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry you guys, you know, are having to go through that. And she was like, you know, you can go ahead and place your pre-order, and we're looking for a ship date more or less around the end of January, February 1st. I was like, okay, that works. Hopefully they will come through. So that's that with that topic. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? I do want to share some Zara pieces that I had ordered, and they did arrive while we were out. Oh my God, you guys. Let me drink coffee. On the topic of news, I'm getting Invisalign. I know. It has been something that I have been considering, and that every time that I go to my dentist, I've been going to my same dentist for years. She's actually like not a family friend, but my husband used to work with her husband, and then she was going to school at that point in time, and then when she graduated, you know, I switched and I started going to her, and I've been going to her for years. And every time that I go, she's like, when are you gonna do the Invisalign? When are you gonna do the Invisalign? Honestly, I thought my teeth were pretty straight. However, in the past couple of years, I have noticed that I do have like the tooth that comes after like your main two teeth. It's kind of starting to shift a little bit, like it wants to hide from the lineup, and I've noticed it more and more. And every time that I go in, she's like, he definitely is going somewhere. So I finally decided that it was time to do it. I am technically supposed to go in mid-January. I already went in to get like all the sizing and stuff like that, and then mid-January I go in to start like my first tray. I didn't even ask how long it was gonna take me. I was just like, you know what, if I have to do it, I have to do it. If it takes me 6 months, great. If it takes me 2 years, it is what it is. What I'm mostly worried about is going to be the first couple of days. I have heard from close people that have gotten them done that the first couple of days are tough, because obviously your teeth are starting to like kind of shift. So I don't think I'm not going to eat, because I am a foodie. I have never had a moment in my life that food has been something that I'm like, I'm not hungry, I don't want to eat. So I don't think that's gonna be the issue, but I do feel like I should lean towards more like soft foods, you know, in that first kind of week. You guys know I'm kind of going through like this whole little fitness change and like fitness journey. So we will see how that first week is going to be. All right, so my camera was starting to preheat, had to take a moment. I know I've been talking for forever, so let's get into some fun stuff. Let's go over what I got from Zara. I think you guys can see burgundy pieces. Between Target and Zara, I have been scouring their websites for burgundy pieces since I became addicted to this color. But I've honestly felt that this color is also such a good neutral, and it's so easy to pair with so many other shades as well. So again, I'm still loving it. I'm taking it into spring, God knows, probably summer and the rest of 2025 as well. So I have these, which I did get from Zara earlier on this year, that I love. And then I know that they had this color for a while, and I was contemplating going back and forth. I decided to finally add it. So I did get a medium and a large. My other ones are in large, but as I said, I have lost a little bit of weight, so I think the medium might fit a little bit better. Okay, so just wanted to share, this is actually the medium. I do have kind of like just a very simple cami underneath, and definitely no good. It's actually really, really tight, which Zara's sizing is the absolute worst. So just wanted to get that rant out of the way. Let me go ahead and pair it with the large. And then what I ended up getting also were, I think the name is culottes. I think that's what they're called. I'm not too sure. They're kind of like that little bit of a wide leg sort of cropped pant. This one comes with like this cute little thin belt. All right, so here is the large. Excuse this. This is the tag from the pants. Pants, absolutely love. They fit incredible. I did go with the medium. I like how high-waisted they are. They also hit me like right above my ankle, which is perfect because I'll be able to wear them with sandals, like flat slides if I wanted to. I can do sneakers also, or I can dress them up with like a little wedge or a heel. And then here is the top. Again, I really like this top in general, but what I do need you guys' feedback, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror on the back, is, are the shades off? Because I kind of wanted to pull a monochromatic moment, but I do think, and that's the thing about this like burgundy Bordeaux sort of shade, there's like the ones that have more of the richer red tones, and then you have the ones that have kind of like the grape or like violet sort of tones. Let me know what you guys think of the color. I think they're a little bit off, but I think it could still work. Okay, I'm getting ready, rushing as always for our dinner date. Rudy's actually heading home from work. He got caught up, so he's also running a little bit late, but here's what we have going on. This is a maxi skirt from Target. I had shared it with you guys already previously. If it's still available, I'll leave it linked. They had other colors also. And then this little very simple long sleeve is also from Target. Target had like the perfect shade of this tone, so I went ahead and ordered every single piece that I came across in this color. Shoes, the shoes of the century for me. I found these in Zara, love them. I want to incorporate them every single time. I think they're like the perfect little statement shoe. Okay, lip combo I had to do off camera because it could have turned into a horrible mess. I'm wearing my Hermes Rouge Ash lip combo. I have the lip pencil and then I also have the matte lipstick. I have been loving this combination. For winter, I really like a bold lip and I feel like the two together, perfection. Okay, so a little debating between handbags. I was considering my RSVP again in the beautiful burgundy color, which I have yet to wear. And then I also have my little tiny Coach bag, which has been a fan favorite at the moment. I know that the black kind of pairs nicely with the jacket, but I do feel like this one finishes off the whole burgundy look a little bit nicer. And again, I haven't worn her, so I think we're gonna go with this one for tonight. I thought that we could do a what's in my bag. This is the Munchkin bag from RSVP. I love the concept behind this brand because they release 500 units of a particular color or a particular piece, and once that color sells out, they don't tend to re-release it unless it's like a really hot color. So this one unfortunately is no longer available, but they do have other really pretty colors available at the moment. Inside, it's very simple. It's just kind of like an open compartment. I went ahead and took my cards out of my card holder and placed them back here just for capacity's sake. And then packet of wipes, of course. I have found a whole new love for this little pouch. I used her throughout my entire trip in Mexico City, and she's just so easy to move from one bag to the other. Of course, she's a lot smaller than the Louis Vuitton mini pochette, so that's why it's easy to move to any bag no matter what the size is. So this is my Celine little pouch. Then I have a little small pill box that I always carry with me. And then of course the lip combo I always take with me for a retouch, especially this one, because even though it lasts a good amount, I will have to retouch it after dinner. So this is what we have going on. And she closes up perfectly fine. She does have like a little magnetic closure, which is very, very strong. And then I do love the top handle because it's really easy to throw on the crook of my arm. So here's the finishing touch. I threw over this kind of blazer or jacket. I mean, guys, I've shared this before, but I've got this jacket in H&M years ago for $4. No lie, $4. And it's wearing a $800 Chanel brooch. So all to say that wear what you want, put it together. I'm sure it'll turn out beautifully, and don't worry about the price tag of things. Just because something is expensive does not mean anything. There's a ton of people that wear expensive items and, to be quite honest with you, look ridiculous. And there's a ton of people that wear inexpensive items, know how to put them together and look absolutely flawless. Good morning. It is the next day. Guys, we had such a great time last night. I had been wanting to do one of those like candlelit experiences, but for one reason or another we didn't. And then we love Ed Sheeran and really saw that they were doing one of those for him, so he got me that for Christmas and I really loved it. Honestly, a great date night. So I am filming on my phone. Maybe you can hear a little bit of echo, but as always, my battery from my camera died and I'm actually charging the other two. I'm getting ready to head out for my chemical peel. I wanted to show my skin before I did the chemical peel, but you guys, I had to put on makeup because I had to do a little bit of pre-filming since I know I'm not going to be able to film for a little bit. So we do have makeup at the moment, but it's just more or less so you can see. So the chemical peel is ultimately to hopefully help with my scarring. I know it helps with like wrinkles and a lot of other benefits it has, but primarily it's the whole kind of like acne scarring issue. I wanted to share with you really quick what I'm wearing. I also want to share with you the bag that I'm using and what's inside of my bag. So outfit, I went with this sweatshirt from Amazon. The weather is so amazing in Miami. I know that up north people are definitely freezing, But in Miami, it is really so incredible. It's like in the 60s, 50s, super enjoyable. Yesterday, last night when the event finished, we were actually in an area where like it's kind of enjoyable to walk around Coral Gables if you're from the Miami area. And we walked around for a little bit because it was just something that we don't normally get. Okay, so now back to the look. The sweater then again is from Amazon. I'm wearing my Spanx leggings. These are like the liquid kind of like faux leather legging type. I love these because I feel like they're comfortable, they're casual, but at the same time, they kind of elevate the look rather than just wearing a regular plain legging. I will say these are a size large in the petite, and they're really nice, you guys. I can't recommend them enough. They snatch you up in all the right places. So love these leggings, very comfortable. For shoes, which I haven't put on yet, I'm gonna go with a pair of simple white sneakers. These are from Burberry, and I actually got these in the Burberry outlet when we visited the mall in Florence. Oh my gosh, that outlet is gigantic. And from us coming from the States, I'll leave that video linked down below in case you just want to have like a fun watch. But for us coming from the States, it was an outlet. So a lot of the designer things were already discounted. And then you can also file for the VAT refund, which is like the tax refund as well from there. So these sneakers, I think, were like under $100. I like them because they're very simple, very basic, but at the same time, they do have a little bit of the Burberry detail. Then, can you guys see my stuff here? I have my protein shake ready to go, and then I have my water bottle. Okay, so I made it to my chemical peel, but I thought we could do a quick what's in my bag. This is the bag that I'm carrying. Takes up the entire frame. It is the Longchamp Le Pliage new medium size in the color burgundy. I know, I'm sorry, the burgundy kind of like is sold out everywhere. If I do find it anywhere, I'll link it down below. But first off, lunch. I said previously in this, I know it looks kind of nasty, but I promise it's so delicious. I have my gem of a mother-in-law that cooks for us, and she made me this. I actually plan like what it is that I want. We're very basic, we're very repetitive with our food, and then she'll make it and we'll pick it up. And every now and then I try to experiment with something different, but this is con gris. I don't know what the word for that in English is, but it's basically rice and then cooked in beans, and then the color of the beans kind of colors the rice. Maybe. If my sister-in-law is listening to me, she's like, oh my God, what a disaster. She's always ranking on me in the kitchen. But anyways, and then for protein, we have shrimp. So she does shrimp in like a ragu sauce, and she adds kind of like these sauces, makes it a little bit of spicy because we like the little bit of a kick. So yeah, that's lunch. And then I keep it in here, which is extremely secure, so don't worry, no bag will be harmed while carrying my lunch. Water bottle, because I always like to have water on me. I was going to use the seam initially, but then I switched out, but I had already packed up this little pouch, so I just took it from the seam and put it in here. And then I just have a hand cream in here. I have some tissue papers because I'm still a little nasally, and cuticle balm. And what else? Oh, my little pill box that I always have with me. So that's that in there. Then I did bring makeup remover wipes, which I know this is the worst. I just have them in case that I get home really late and I don't want to do like a cleansing balm. But again, I'm running late here. So I have my makeup on from filming because I had to do some pre-filming in order to have those videos, losing hair here, those videos ready, since I know I'm going to do the chemical peel and my face is going to be a hot mess. So I'm going to remove my makeup in a minute before I go inside. Then I have my Celine little pouch. This one was the one that I used during our Mexico trip, and I haven't really switched out of it. And as I said, it carries all my things really nicely in there. So I just moved it from one bag to the other. Wallet, I did switch out. And guys, let's have a minute for this wallet. She's absolutely beautiful. I don't regret it yet, but she's so stiff. I know I posted it on Instagram and a ton of you were like, yep, she's definitely gonna stay that way. And I'm kind of bummed because when I unboxed this wallet, I talked about the YSL Fragments card case, which I previously owned. I loved that compact sort of wallet card holder. I had high hopes for this. I really did. Again, obsessed with the color. I love it and I'm willing to make it work between us. But what I ended up doing was I actually doubled up cards on the back slots because one of you told me that you actually do that. But look, let me try to get out like that was a lot easier than normally. But I promise I'm struggling. So I'm really hoping that these actually stretch out a little bit. If you do own this one, let me know what your experience has been with it. Then next up, oh my gosh, I have my Louis Vuitton receipt of my pre-order. Did I tell you guys that I was able to pre-order something from the Murakami collection? I think I did. So anyways, I just have it with me just in case she like randomly calls me or something and I need my receipt with me. Packet of wipes, no surprise there. Then this is the little pouch for the sunglasses, but these are the sunglasses I'm using. They're from Amazon, polarized, under $15. Can't recommend them enough. Then I have some hand sanitizer, and last but not least, another Amazon find. I get like the hand-me-downs of AirPods, I think is the name, from Rudy, because he uses them because he's always on the phone for work during the day. But then whenever a new version comes out, like he'll, you know, always get the newest version. So I always get his hand-me-downs. Both that I've gotten, I've lost. So last time that I lost them, I was like, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna order a pair from like Amazon. So these were like $25 or something. They get the job done. I honestly don't mind the ones with the cord, but sometimes when my phone is running out of battery at night and I just want to watch something before going to bed, I like having those just to be able to plug my phone into charge. So let me take off my makeup really quick. Let me go inside. I have about 15 minutes. So let me do that. All right, guys, we are back. So just wanted to share what my face looks like. Again, very glowy, obviously, because one, all of the products that we put afterwards, but just the chemical peel brings out this glow in my skin. It's incredible. Like once I go through the entire process, I love how my skin looks. Okay, so she really likes to focus also around this area, like at the end, because again, those are the areas where I have the most scarring. So obviously we want to make sure that like that layer of skin gets removed so that we can get rid of a little bit of that scarring. And then just everything else. She does bring it around my chin and a little bit on my neck as well. So I think I'm going to end the vlog here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed spending a little bit of time with me. I've been really enjoying doing these vlogs so much. I feel like even when you guys go into the comment section and leave me comments, we just talk about, you know, different things all together. It's not just about handbags. And I'm really enjoying that. And it's also helping me connect with you guys a lot more. As always, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend with me. And I hope to catch you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.